guys, how's it going? I'm going to resin a few coasters tonight, and in my haste to try to get things done before Christina comes on tonight, I grabbed my stone coat, but I grabbed the wrong one. I grabbed the quick coat gap and seam fill. I've never used this before, and I don't know if this is going to work for what I want, but I'm going to give it a go anyway. So I have my tile. My tiles have all been prepped on the back, and I'm just going to take this resin and bring it out to all four of my sides. And I know I'm not going to have a whole lot of work time with this, so I'm going to go as quickly as I can. So I've got one up. And you know something, when you look at these in a different light, sometimes you'll see where you didn't get complete coverage. Just kind of run your finger along there again. And I'll be doing a second coat anyway, so I'll put the proper top coat on these. I'll put the countertop coat on these guys. So that'll be good. But I have not used this particular stone coat product before, so we shall see. But since I already mixed it, I'm not going to waste it. So I'm just going to go along my sides, run my fingers on the top, put this to one side. Oop. Nope. We got to go sit nice and pretty. And we're going to come up here with the next one. And I'm hoping to bang these out pretty quick. If I have anything left over, I'll try to find a small picture, depending on how much resin, if any, I have left over, and do something with that. You don't need a whole lot. These tiles really don't take a whole lot of resin. But they do take at least a couple of coats. So that's a good thing to know going into this, that once you put this on, and if it's not perfect, it's okay, you'll be able to make it perfect with your second coat. Let's get a little bit more out here on this. And this is just, it's really cool. This resin, like I said, I haven't used this particular one, but usually resin gives it such a nice finish. And if you use the stone coat countertop resin, that is heat resistant to, I believe, it's around 450 degrees. And once I extract my finger here, you can see just how pretty those look. Now, when I'm doing resin, I usually put 2 to 3 sets of gloves on my hand, so I can continue occasionally taking a glove off and working with things that way. So we're going to put 1 cup here, 1 cup here, and keep going. So this is one set of 4. This is going to be my second set of 4. And once I've got all of these covered, I'm going to run over it with a torch and make sure that I pop any and all air bubbles that there might be. Like I said, this is just easy peasy. And I have the backs of these taped, so it should be, cleanup at least should be pretty much a breeze. Okay. And keep going. This is actually pretty fun. I like working with resin sometimes as much, if not more, than with acrylics. Resin is just so versatile. It's just, you can do so many things with it. You can add so many things to it. it's almost like a never-ending possibility of things you can do with resin. So I really enjoy working with resin. It can be tricky at first to work with, and I'll tell you right now the things you most need to know about resin. Make sure your measurements are precise and exact. All right, if they're not, your resin won't set up properly. Number 2, stir, 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 and stir again. I'm constantly saying, even once you've stirred it and you think you can't stir anymore, stir it again. That helps to get all your resin incorporated and mixed, which is a good thing. The other thing, oh, hang on, my fingers are getting sticky. There we go. The other thing too to remember is, bloody blaze. I'm trying to talk and think at the same thing and work at the same time. It doesn't always work. I know there's one quick point I wanted to make and I can't think of it, but hopefully I will before I get to the end of this tutorial. This resin is already starting to get hot. This, like I said, is a quick setting resin. So I'm going to have to work very, very fast to get anything else done out of this. Blaze. Setting up on my fingers before I can even get the tiles off my hand. There we go. And I'm going to try to get one quick painting resin because this stuff is starting to set up real quick. So hold on one second and we're going to finish this off. Excuse me, Betty. All right, see if I can move these guys together a little bit. No, 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 no. There we go. And I know this resin is starting to set up, so I've really, really got to work quick here, guys. Which is not how I like to do this. Like I said, I grabbed the wrong resin. I wasn't paying attention. I actually had this resin for a different project. And I hate like Blaze to lose even an ounce of resin. But it looks like I'm going to. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get much more out of this resin. I'm going to have to redo these tomorrow because this resin is already setting up. So I'm not even going to get a picture out of it, which sucks. So I was going to try to get one painting resin because I have some extra resin in there, but this is setting up just way, way, way too quick. So tomorrow's another day. We will work on fixing all of these tomorrow with a better resin. Well, Stone Coat's a really good resin, but with I just grabbed the wrong type of resin for the project I'm doing. But by and large, it still looks pretty cool here. I'm going to have a couple little divots to fix, but that's what your second coat is for. And I did have something in mind to say, but I do not remember it. If you've used silicone in these at all, make sure to wipe them down really good with alcohol or even a little bit of Dawn dish soap with a wet rag and take another clean wet rag and wipe it all off, and then put alcohol ink on it. But if you use silicone, you want to make sure you have all of that silicone off of there before you try to resin. So this was a couple of coasters that I did a couple of weeks ago. Whenever I do acrylics, I usually let them dry for a minimum of 2.5 weeks, preferably 3, and then get them prepped for resin. The bottoms of these have all been treated with a transparent duct tape, so that will help me pull the resin off, and I won't get as many of those little resin nubs that you normally get. I hope you guys liked this, and we will do some more resin work tomorrow. Good night, y'all. Bye.